So, hi everybody, let's start with this.
Which will let you earn some nice gear to prepare for the expansion. Of course, this is just the beginning of what's coming in Battle for Azeroth, which has all sorts of exciting features to look forward to, including warfronts, island expeditions, allied races, new zones, dungeons, and raids, new PvP arena maps, and some major updates to the Mythic Keystone system. Check out.
So, last thing, Mythic Keystone. Once more.
Zones, dungeons, and raids,
Blah
new
blah
PvP
blah in one sentence.
Dungeons and raids, new PvP arena editions, allied races, new zones,
Even alien races are alone, but
including warfronts, island expeditions, allied races, new zones, dungeons, and raids,
zones, dungeons, and raids. Like, salt, pepper, and something, usual.
new PvP arena maps,
Alone.
and some major updates to the Mythic Keystone
And some major updates to Mythic Keystone system. Wow, that's super interesting. So, what is World of Warcraft about these days?
to the Mythic Keystone system. Mythic Keystone system.
Yeah, that's all what is WoW about these days. So, when first time Mythic Dungeons came up, I think it was in Warlords of Draenor, and I wasn't really excited about this idea, but it ended up to be a nice addition to the game system. Well, you was able to acquire some heirlooms in these Mythic Dungeons in WOD. So it has some place, but I wasn't knowing that this is just only start of something big, something new, and that game as it is, World of Warcraft, will become just some secondary thing, and the main idea is to have this game just as to serve as some pool for something different, some stockpiling of material for something different. And this different thing is of course esports. In this particular case, it's running Mythic Keystone Dungeons, over and over and over again. And so basically you have this game, and you have players, and for me it looks like this is just the place where your players for this esports have been created. Okay, it's like some headhunters maybe goes and goes to, I don't know, Brazil or Argentina, and there you have many people who plays soccer ball, or I don't know how it's called, it's football in Europe, and they go and they are searching for people who can play this football game better than others, and they grab them and they pay them money for playing football as a professionals, and they are earning, and those companies are earning money by during these matches. So there is some commercials and some other stuff, maybe tickets, these actions. So what's the point? The point is that the game, World of Warcraft game, is not in the main spot anymore. We stopped Legion. The lore was finished, and from now we're starting some new stories. Of course, it's based on some previous things, but all the time it was about this burning legion, and for some reason they wanted to kill us, everybody, so we need to stop them, and we stopped them. They are gone. So they tried, because there is still many people playing World of Warcraft, they of course will not stop the game, but as you know, they announced classic World of Warcraft. I wouldn't say I was aware that someday they will do that, because there's lots of people who want this vanilla servers, but I wouldn't say it will be so early. But this means something. They are doing this because something. So the question is if it's worth playing this game when you know the game alone is just some source for something else. Yes, it's in nice package, you know, there are still things, but there are some hidden goals, and it's not about finishing the game by killing the last final boss or something like that in the whole expansion. These just are things that are thrown to us to do while something else is emerging from this mass of people playing this game. So it's not so important to work on those things in the way that they are the main reason. This is top, okay? New zones, new dungeons, new raids. But wait, there is more. There is this new mythic keystone. What was it?
The arena maps and some major updates to the mythic keystone system.
Major updates. Okay, it will be even better. But this ruined the game. It's ruining mechanics, internal mechanics in the game. The most most visible things are the guilds. Okay, we lost control. What loot system we have? There will be just personal loot. You know, this is not going with guild life. And I think some other people told that Blizzard has this reason that it's because this top end guild made these split runs and they are killing mythic raids quickly, so they wanted to stop this by keeping only personal loot. So you will it's harder to do these split runs, but I don't know who was it, I think it was Asmongold said you are trying to solve problem of 1% of people and screw life for rest 99% of people. So I think that's not the real reason. The real reason is mythic dungeon, mythic keystone dungeons, M+. This is all just to make people more to do these dungeons. You don't need to be in guild. You don't need to have some fancy loot system, because you just run with 5 people these dungeons and again, you know. And there is no need if you have 20 or 25 people and you need to boost someone with good equipment. You can't do this. You can't support your mates in guild anymore. And you know somebody is trying very hard, but he has bad luck, but you can't give him some item because you can to him because it's personal loot. Nobody will let go some bis item because there is somebody else who is in same class or in same bracket for this item as bis, and because he's low tiered, so you gave him this item. Nobody will do that. And I think even though it still looks nice, but the main reason I started to play WoW is no more there. This guild community life and doing stuff with almost the same people, you know, some kind of friendship. This is not present there. And what is more eminent about this idea is this new system of chat windows, you know. So as I said, these changes the Blizzard is doing to enhance Mythic Plus experience, or maybe I should say to force people, not force but to make it more attractive, to make more attractive the M+ to be is to reducing the power or the presence of guilds and the way they are influence the life in game. So now everybody can have its own guild, we should say. We just start new community, you know. The only way, the only difference between this nonsense and guild, as you see, it's in the same window. It's guild and communities, you know. It's nothing. Guild is it's every time they doing changes, the guild are less and less meaningful thing, you know. The only thing that's it's good to be in guild are these perks, and I don't know what else, you know. I don't know what else. Rewards, some rewards, you know. I liked the idea of guilds in Cataclysm, but it wasn't executed well. But the idea was good. But you know, this level, I don't know, there was 25 levels for guild, and then nobody wants to go to guild who was on level 25, you know. That was bad, but the idea of its own wasn't bad. It somehow enhanced the guild. For instance, till this day, it's year 2018, July, and we still don't have guild merging. And I think we will never have it. So there is so many guilds, but in every guild is, I don't know, 5 people active, and the only way to go to the another to make it work is to leave your own guild and join someone else's guild. And a lot of people don't like do it like this. You are leaving something you created. You've been there for some time. You have you achieved something, and now you have to leave it. So yes, some people don't give a shit about this thing, you know. They just go. But there is some really big number of people who doesn't, and there is no way for them to again start in some group of people. And this guild merging would be nice future feature. You know, something where 2 guild masters are able to merge to 2 guilds together in one. With you know, the banks will merge, you know, the other stuff. I know some problem would be with achievements, but I think Blizzard is good enough to solve even this type of problems in some way. But nothing like that has happened because their Blizzard's focus, or I don't know who else came up with these esports ideas, is forcing just this work on this, do not enhance other things, other mechanics in the game, enhance just this, because this is important. I don't know who owns Blizzard, who owns Activision Blizzard. I didn't research this. Who has the most share of these companies? Because that's the person who dictates how this whole thing will go. Those are the people who decide whether it will be game like it was, or it will be something new. In this case, it will be just some pool for esports. You need somebody who will do this as a professional, and World of Warcraft is good for this because you have PvP and you have the PvE, so for them it's win-win situation. So you should be aware about this, and you should consider this, and that if there will be, I don't know, 5 or 6 years World of Warcraft, the main reason is because they can use it for something else. The game is not main focus. The game is just here to be used for something else. So it will never be as it was in old times, I think. So this is the thing you should consider if you are going to play BFA. I would talk about other stuff, but as you hear, I'm not good in English, so I will end up here. I just won't say this because for me it's sad, because when they start Blizzard, I think the money wasn't the main reason. Yes, it was a reason, but not the main focus. They don't start. I believe they don't start this because they wanted to earn bunch of money, a lot of money, and be rich. It was just nice consequence of their work. Okay, but I think they wanted to have fun, and they were creative people, and they made lots of very interesting games for us to play, to have fun. But this day it's game industry, and the main reason, if there are some shareholders, and the only thing they wanted, they buy these shares to earn money. They are not interested if you have fun playing WoW. They are interested in how they can earn more money without spending lots of money. So I think that's the idea about reusing models. especially 3D models and other stuff. There is more thing to consider, but I think that's the reason why the things are as they are in these days. So, as I said, consider this, and if it's okay for you, then yes, go play. But I think for me the BFA is the last expansion I will try. If there will be more changes which will make this multiplayer game feel like single player arcade, then I'm done. So I think this is all I wanted to say. So take care, bye bye.